Seeing as it's Oscar weekend, I figured we could get back to our. I forgot the Oscars were even happening because who gives a shit about the Oscars? But I figured we could get back to the occults and the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker, Part 3. I believe we technically have 2 chapters left of this game, something like that. But they're meaty because there's a lot of video footage in this game. So let's just dig in.
Midnight each day.
On Valentine's night,
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda,
I black out,
I don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just,
naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
David hunts,
I can change my skin.
then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
I had a hot date
We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did
on
phone
Valentine's Day.
and ask me for Nathan's number.
There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't
He
I?
was preoccupied with finding
Photographs.
patterns.
Rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since,
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden.
I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it. There's someone else in my hour.
I brought David back to life.
I removed the chains, dressed her.
It was Iris.
We could try shifting now.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Sorry.
We both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind. I'm not broke. It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are
Grateful if you could see your way to declaring me
insane, or at least
temporarily insane.
There was no flame. And then there was.
I'll kiss a guy,
I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
and then he just follows me
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
wherever I go.
I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Okay. That's our. Do you remember what happened last time? I suppose. We had a dream at the end of last session where Jaya, confronted us directly about not encouraging our patients into their delusions of Cthulhuism, or else she would hurt us, I guess. So that's a thing. I don't know. Do I remember these characters? These are 2 new characters. Yeah, who do I think murdered Dr. Dekker? My suspicion is Jaya. Or Jaya. I keep saying Jaya because of magic. But Jaya, given the context, seems likely. The alternative would be... maybe Mariana? But that doesn't make sense for the knife that ended up inside of him. Let's start with Bryce, our weird pervert, who gets an extra hour of time every day where everyone else is frozen. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
I'm fine. I'm worried. My pursuer in the hour, he's definitely military. I've developed a new skill to deal with him. It's more of an old skill I'm bringing back to life. A while ago, when I was feeling pretty low, I teleported into this office to get some antidepressants.
You can what?
But last night, my pursuer approached me, drawing something from his jacket. I had nowhere to go. I remembered I could teleport, so I did. Back home. I was as surprised as you are. I just imagined I was somewhere else, and there I was. Perhaps Dr. Dekker was right. Think of something, and it becomes real, if you believe in it. But I'll only do it wisely. Imagine the mistakes you might make. Don't want to become one with the igneous layer too soon.
Does it mean, like, if you teleported into a wall,
These sessions cost a lot of money, Doctor. I'm not just going to leave in the middle of one. But I
What?
can see you don't believe me.
Oh, okay.
Do you really want me to teleport, Doctor?
Oh man, we could ask him to teleport. Talk about value. Why do you think he's military?
My pursuer. He's measured in his approach. Watching, testing. When he finally came for me, I wasn't ready. I think he underestimated me, though. And that allowed me to escape. He didn't think I'd be able to just leave. Why do you think he's coming after me, Doctor? Oh, I think I might know.
Is it the pervy photos? No. 'Cause you're a weapon? No.
I think he's death, Doctor. I think I saved that old woman from burning to death in bed, and now he's coming after me to even the score. Do you think it could be death?
No, it is not death.
It's just me. I'm going crazy. I'm so strange. Everything about me is strange already, but to have another presence in my hour, it's unhinged me.
Yes, teleport.
Blink, and you'll miss it.
Whoa.
Told you. Blink, and you'll miss it. Told you.
Yeah, so like in the replays, the stuff that's happening in the actual like video feed that we witness firsthand doesn't happen. I've been noticing that in these videos. That makes me think that what we're seeing is not real. As weird as that sounds. What else does Bryce want? Sleeping pills.
I don't know anything about sleeping pills. Why would I want any? I want to stay awake for my extra hour, not sleep through it.
Why would I ask about sleeping pills? Interesting. Okay. Jessica was the girl that he was taking creepy photos of.
I saw Jessica across the street this morning. She waved, but I just crumbled.
That he loves, I guess.
Ever since I took
I don't
those
know, he has a
photos, I
crush on
haven't
her.
been able to face her. Do you think I should tell her about the photos, Doctor?
I mean, that's a great way to get a restraining order, so that'd be great. But, no?
I didn't think I should either. She'd hate me forever. Maybe when she next waves, I'll at least wave back.
Okay. What other questions do I have for this guy? How's work? Did Dekker ever drink alcohol? Why would I ever think to ask him about Dekker drinking?
Work is fine. If anything, I've been falling behind again. I think it's the stress of not being alone in the midnight hour anymore. I remember Dr. Dekker would take a sneaky dram from a bottle
sneaky
he keeps
dram?
in his desk. He probably thought I was too busy rambling to notice. But I'm a very astute rambler.
Bottle in his desk. Okay. Apparently I can ask more about work. Alright, that might be enough for... Oh.
I stole a painting. There,
What?
I've said it. It was from the local gallery, Providence. I really like it, but I can't afford it.
Why'd you steal a painting, Bryce?
So I took it.
We talked about this.
It's a painting of a spider in a large web on the pendulum of a grandfather clock that's stuck at 3:15.
That is oddly specific.
The spider from the painting. I'd like to think it was me. Like, I was lying in wait and spinning some elaborate trap in my midnight hour. It's more likely that I'm just the fly.
Man, he's getting more and more unhinged.
My grandfather died in World War II. He was a lorry driver. I don't really know much about him.
What?
Brave, though, you'd imagine.
Okay, I wanted to know about the clock, and I ended up getting an answer about his dad. Okay. What else have you stolen?
It's just that one thing, just the painting I've stolen recently. I think my new pursuer is unraveling me. Is it okay to steal things, Doctor? If I really like them?
Okay, I could tell him yes. You know.
I thought you'd say that. I will do my best to refrain from it, but I can't promise anything.
What? Where did all these questions? This is why I have to use so many hints. How am I ever supposed to know any of this?
Did I say that? Did I really? Well, I can't really remember saying anything like that. I didn't take the doctor's temazepam. I took the ones that Dr. Dekker prescribed me. My head's in a strange place at the moment.
Right, so
It's difficult to remember everything.
one thing we learned is that Dr. Dekker was giving all these patients drugs, and it was the same drug regardless of what their symptoms were. So that's concerning.
Yes, you're right. Sorry, I did come to the office once for an unscheduled visit. I forgot about that. I wrote a prescription out for myself and got it made up. Dr. Dekker didn't have to know.
What was the prescription for? Okay.
No, I'm not becoming him. I'm not becoming Dekker. Yes, that's David Castleford. I've no idea when it was taken. Shocking composition.
Do I have a photo? What? Where did this photo come from? Oh, okay, so I have a toxicology report. That's part of it. So Dr. Dekker had ethanol. And, okay, so that's where I would know about the alcohol. And then temazepam. So what about ethanol? That's the alcohol. Got it. Okay. That makes sense. What's the other thing I have? A loan agreement? 15,000 pounds. Term, 3 years. Mariana. Okay. So why did Mariana take out a 15,000 pound loan? Alright, we'll bring that up later. Alright, what else you got?
I was one of Dr. Dekker's first patients. I wasn't referred by anyone.
Right, that was the other thing we
My
learned, is that
GP
most of the
recommended
patients
I
were
saw
referred.
someone privately. I think he was just sick of listening to me complain about how little time I had during our 10-minute slot. No, Doctor. No, you can't. I've seen what you can do. You can listen and ask, but you don't have any real power.
That's true. Okay, let's move on to Claire. So Claire can oh no, Claire can't. Okay, Claire can't shapeshift. Claire can raise the dead. As like zombies, kind of. And she also stabs people with knives. Like how Dr. Dekker died. Okay.
There's no lake house today, sorry. David's not doing very well. He's caused a problem with the girl. I need to do something.
Yeah, last time she asked if we wanted to see David, and we said yes. She was going to bring us to David. Apparently, that's not happening. So.
The little girl, our neighbor at the lake house, she says David is weird and creepy.
Doctor! Oh, sorry.
Ah!
But I found some of the referral letters we were talking about. There is a pattern, but it's not the same for everyone. He said to get them to you ASAP, so here you go.
Thanks, Jaya. Oh, God. Hackett and Brown. Solicitors Hackett and Brown. Claire. Okay. Chart Token and Baugh from Rawlings. And this one's from Kat Roundbeck? York. They're all from different places. The Yet Another's interesting. McNaughton rules. Okay. This one says him, but not which him. In theory, it's not Bryce, so it might be Nathan. Or it could be one of these two, like Glenn. One of the new ones. I guess I'll ask about Hackett and Brown.
My solicitors did refer me, but I ended up going privately as it was cheaper. I'm paying them enough already without them getting a percentage of my therapy bill.
Okay. David.
David has been hunting and skinning again.
Oh yeah, David
But from
hunts.
the look of the torso, he caught a domestic cat. I'm being generous. It was definitely a cat. I spoke to David about it, but I have no idea if he can comprehend me or not. He just grunts at me. He doesn't even smile anymore. Not at all.
She started calling David it, so that's weird. And concerning. David it? Let me listen to that
David
again.
has been hunting and...
Oh, right. Domestic cat.
Yes, sorry. I left out an important detail. The girl, Anushka.
Anushka.
She was crying because her cat had gone missing, and she thinks that David killed it. Doctor, I'm worried. I'm worried that David's not going to stop at cats. He's killed deer, rabbits, wild birds, and now cats. I'm worried he might add little girls to his list.
Ugh.
I can't stop him.
Why can't you stop him?
I can't stop him. I can't control him in any way at all. Ever since I brought him back from the dead, he has done nothing but ignore me. I'm starting to think that... that I need to put David out of his misery. That I need to end his suffering. That I need to kill him.
Again.
Again.
Yeah, again.
What shall I do, Doctor?
Well, I mean, you can't just let a
Should I
zombie...
kill David?
You can't just let a zombie roam around killing things, right? Yes. Yes!
I love him so much. But you're right. It's time. He's becoming a danger to people around him, not just himself.
Okay. What else can we ask him or her? Ethanol.
If Dr. Dekker was an alcoholic, he hid it well. I never saw him drink. He certainly never offered me a drink.
Bryce said he
God
drank a
knows I
lot.
could have used one.
What about, okay.
A job. Yes. I'll find myself a nice little job packing bags in a grocery store, answering the telephone at a solicitor's. I'll put on the uniform and smile at the customers and talk about the weather, and everything will be wonderful and sunny and bright. Next.
Oh, okay. Anushka.
I spoke to her again. She wouldn't tell me her name, which is quite right. I am a stranger after all. So I gave her the name Anushka. She said the man that lives in the lake house is weird and creepy.
That's David. Weird and creepy in what way? Okay. Oh yeah, temazepam.
I've never used sleeping pills. I'm too afraid of what would happen to me in my sleep.
Okay.
Oh yes, here.
Oh, did we ask her for a photo? Ah, of
From
David.
a few weeks ago. As you can see, Doctor, he looks perfectly normal.
Oh, because we wanted to see what David looked like. Right. And then apparently we skipped ahead because of the hint system and showed the photo before we got it. Okay. That's David. He looks normal. Why is everything blurred out? What? Okay.
I never talked to Bryce, but I did talk to Iris. I told her who saved her and that it was a patient here. She broke down on the phone. Most unbecoming.
Right, so Dr.
I wonder what
Dekker
kind of
said that he
big
was going to
basket
kill Iris, basically, and Bryce saved her. Oh, I'm sorry, what did she say? Anushka. Hackett Brown, Chart Token in Law, Cat Roundbeck. Why is that? What's weird about that? I don't know what's weird about these names. Alright, what was her?
I never talked to Bryce, but I did talk to Iris. I told her who saved her and that it was a patient here. She broke down on the phone. Most unbecoming. I wonder what kind of gift basket he'll get.
Oh, gift basket. Oh. Okay.
Dr. Dekker was very quiet in our sessions after seeing David. After a while, he started talking about David like he was a pet, asking me what I fed him, what he'd do in certain conditions.
Oh.
I think he was fascinated with it all, and David and I had become new test subjects for him. When I said David never listens to me, he urged me to start giving David treats for pleasing me.
Treats?
Not in that way, but showing him how to close a door, for example. If he did it, give him a treat.
Oh, right.
It did actually work, but I had to stop myself. I felt like I was training a monkey. It just wasn't right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Dr. Dekker asked me if I'd ever accidentally locked David in, which I hadn't. But curiosity got the better of me. so I locked him in the lake house.
I see.
He couldn't get out. He didn't have the wherewithal to operate the lock. That's an interesting idea, Doctor. It's not really something that needs to be done, though. I have no intention of reanimating anybody anymore. It hasn't gone very well in the past.
Good. Alright, let's go back to Bryce. I want to ask about Iris. Nothing. Gift basket. Nothing. Claire. Nothing. Alright, never mind. Ellen. Or Elin? Anyway, she could shapeshift. And she's like taking advantage of elderly patients by shapeshifting into their loved ones while they die so that they give her things. It's very weird.
Hilda died last night.
Yay!
I was there. Well, I was there as her daughter.
Yeah.
It was nice. She had a good death. She got to say what she wanted to say. Hilda was Hilda to the end. I was the doting daughter. Don't worry, everything's going to be okay. I love you, Mum. Then Hilda, with almost her last breath, looks me straight in the eye and says, "Don't let them take Amelia."
Who the hell is Amelia? Or what is Amelia?
Amelia's Hilda's doll.
Oh.
She used to have about 9 or 10 of them, all glassy-eyed and creepy looking with frilly dresses and curls. All over her room they were. In the end, we had to get rid of them. They weren't very hygienic. But we let her keep one, and that was Amelia.
Oh.
I'm keeping her safe until I can pass her on to Hilda's daughter. Maybe she'll fly over for the funeral. I don't know. Are you okay, Doctor? You look a bit pale.
Oh no. She has the power to know when people are going to die. I am okay. Okay. Ethanol.
Dr. Dekker drank a bit. I didn't say anything about it, but well,
So why
it's
would
not very professional, is
some
it?
patients say he didn't drink and
I
others
mean,
say he did?
it's not like he was drunk.
Hmm.
Must be very stressful being a therapist. Do you find it stressful, Doctor?
I do not find it stressful at all. Therapy is not stressful. But okay. I don't know. Was she referred? Oh, right. David. Is this photo David? David photo. I don't know. Anushka. All right. That was Claire. Mariana. None of these were... I have no idea what the hell they want me to ask. Oh,
Most people have taken sleeping pills at some time or another, haven't they? It's probably quite easy to get hold of them. Although, I have to get a doctor to sign a prescription if I need any at work. It's probably the same for Jaya.
Wait, Jaya takes pills?
Maybe you're just tired then. You should get some rest.
I'm going to die. Jaya takes sleeping pills?
Jaya seems really nice. I don't know why she'd want to work in a place like this.
Wait, oh god, what's the name of the pill again? Temazepam?
Jaya seems really nice. I don't know why she'd want to work.
Place like this.
I just mean, get all these weird people coming here. I mean, I've met some of them out in the waiting room. I know they're just people, but a couple of them have seriously given me the creeps.
Who? Who did you meet? Okay, patience. That.
She's a slightly older one.
Parsing issues.
Isn't she? Always well dressed? Yes, her.
Claire?
I'm pretty good at picking up on people's energy, and hers is cold.
The one that murdered her husband in
Actually,
cold blood?
I think I sort of know her. Claire Castleford, isn't it? Apparently, she attacked her husband or something.
Castleford. I think that's the first time I've heard her last name. No, I see it right there. Never mind. Okay.
I think of Dr. Dekker every time one of my patients dies. It makes me remember how he didn't care about his mum. He was a good therapist. He was a lousy son.
Yeah?
I was angry at Dr. Dekker. Hilda's daughter, she's in Australia, so fair enough. Maybe she really couldn't get over to see her. But Dr. Dekker's mum was dying literally on the other side of town, and he just couldn't be bothered. I shifted for her, but in a way I wish I hadn't, because it let Dr. Dekker off the hook, you know? I didn't realise how little he cared until I told him the news.
Right. She did shift into Dr. Dekker when she died. Right. Yeah, referral.
I referred myself because of Dr. Dekker's mother. Was I supposed to have a letter?
Interesting. What about Bryce?
Bryce? I'm not sure who that is.
Mariana?
I don't think I know her.
Nathan?
I don't know who Nathan is.
Sure. Glenn? No. Alright, so the only one she's met is Claire? I guess? And Jaya? Interesting.
Yes, once. I wanted to show him what I could do so he could see for himself. I took his hand, I told him to think of a loved one, and then there was nothing. I mean, literally nothing, just an empty void. The only thing I could feel was his hand holding mine. I'm pretty sure without that I'm not sure I could have made it back.
Made it back? Okay.
Yes, I told Dr. Dekker. Most other people wouldn't have believed me, but he did. In fact, he cared far more about the shifting than he did about his mum dying.
That's true.
For a moment, I thought he might cry. Just for a split second. But he didn't. He just carried on with our session. I wish I knew what went on there. Jaya probably knows. She spent quite a long time with Sarah when she visited.
Okay.
Terry hasn't been into work for a few days. I hope there's nothing wrong with her.
Oh, I wonder if Terry's gonna die.
Terry and I are never going to be best friends, but I wouldn't wish her ill.
Yeah, I don't think Ellen did anything wrong other than, like, morally questionable stuff.
You've never seen me angry, have you, Doctor? Don't say things like that when you don't mean them. It causes upset.
Oh, and what happens when you're upset? Okay. Alright, let's talk to Mariana. Mariana can siren people to follow her. They're hypnotized, and then she leads them somewhere, and an eldritch beast eats them. And she also hears something in the ocean, and sometimes wanders in and then wakes up passed out on the beach. And she's been flirting with us the whole time. So that's great.
I feel thirsty, Doctor. And hot. Do you have any water?
Water.
I've been drinking a lot of water recently.
Go hydrate, gamers.
I didn't go to the beach. I didn't go to the sea. I said I would, but I didn't.
Yeah, I hear whispers from the ocean all
I've
the
been
time. That's
feeling
pretty
this way
normal.
for a
But
while. It's like,
But, like,
it's getting worse because I didn't go to the
magical
sea.
orbs
it's
in the
like
water?
I'm having.
What are you having?
I don't feel well.
Withdrawal?
I feel sick most of the time, dizzy, thirsty. I got a head fog like you wouldn't believe. My doctor, Dr. Rose, sent me for blood tests.
Dr. Rose.
Dr. Rose thinks maybe I have a vitamin deficiency. I can tell she has no idea. She smiles, but she hasn't got any answers. I think I probably need to go back to the beach. The sea, Doctor. It's calling me.
Oh.
I have this recurring dream. I'm at the beach.
Uh-huh.
I strip and walk into the sea.
Uh-huh.
The sea feels warm and comforting. Not cold and harsh like you'd think. I swim down to the bottom of the ocean. I can breathe freely. I can breathe water.
It's the gills.
On the ocean floor ahead of me, there's a beautiful creature. A glowing being with wispy limbs. It's so warm. I'm transfixed. But my feet shift. I'm unsteady. Below me, the floor is woven in human flesh.
Oh, yeah, we've all been there.
Dead bodies, but some of them still struggling for life. These are the ones touching me, gripping my feet. I scream. That's when I wake up. Do you have that dream, Doctor?
Have you tried not eating before going to bed? I do not have that dream. I have that dream as well. Okay, well, screw you then. Vitamin deficiency. No. What doesn't Dr. Rose know? Okay. What about referral? I believe she was referred.
It's a referral letter, Doctor. Don't overthink it. A girl can't be too careful with everything that's been going on.
Alright, what was the referral from? Chart token and ball. Alright. This is something I was trying to say. Yes, I have that dream, or no, I don't have that dream. I'm gonna tell her I have the dream. Let's do it. Let's do it. We all have that dream. We've all been there.
I think you're mocking me. I'd like to leave.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Do you take sleeping pills?
Temazepam? Why are you asking?
Sleeping pills. No. You don't know what, oh, Dr. Dekker, prescribed temazepam.
I don't take sleeping pills. Never have done. When you suffer blackouts already, you don't really get offered anything like that.
So why would Dr. Dekker offer everybody else this drug, but not her?
This sounds crazy, but I can hear the sea. It's like an alarm going off in my head. Do you know where the sea is? From here? It's over there. Wherever I am, I know exactly where the sea is. It's like a compass.
Neat.
I know where the sea is. Wherever I am. I'm an Aquarius. Maybe this is a water bearer thing.
Okay. What else we got? Oh, right. The loan.
He lent me some money to start my business. It was a proper agreement. I remember signing things. He thought that a distraction would do me good. I don't think he expected me to trawl the beach for treasure and sell it online.
eBay.
I'm sure you've asked me this before. I sell necklaces made from things I found on the beach.
Right, but it was £15,000.
Mainly rent.
It's a lot of money. You used it for rent? Zero interest. Paid $1 for the loan. That's so weird. Repaid in full should they die. That's interesting.
He wanted a clause in our loan agreement that said I didn't have to pay him in the event that he died. He wasn't expecting to die, he was just concerned my anxiety would get worse, wondering what it would mean if he did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm anxious about being ill.
What about that glowing
It's
beam?
a dream, Doctor. Stranger things happen in dreams.
Like that show on Netflix? Let's ask about the
I've seen
ethanol.
Dr. Dekker drink, but not that much. Certainly not during our sessions. He had other things on his mind, I'm sure.
So, why was Dekker only drinking during Bryce's session then? That's concerning. What that might mean, hold on. If Dekker was drunk when he died, and he had alcohol in his system, and the only person he ever drank in front of during sessions was Bryce, then maybe Bryce killed him. That would give us a time. I'm starting to understand.
I hear a sound like singing.
I'm suspecting Bryce at the moment.
It gets stronger when I face it, when I move towards it. That's how I know where the sea is. But when I don't go to the sea, I feel like the sound gets louder all the time. I'm having trouble sleeping. Perhaps I need sleeping tablets after all. Dr. Dekker thought I had too much time on my hands, so a distraction would do me good. He lent me 15,000, all in all.
That was at once, by the way. Okay.
Do you forget anything from our sessions, Doctor? People follow me to the beach. I don't know who they are, and I don't know what happens to them. I don't always get followed, though, so it doesn't explain my blackouts.
Yeah.
I said I don't know what happens to them. It's not always to the beach. Sometimes they follow
Hey, what's
me
up,
home.
Repokanu? Yeah, it's spooky people game doing, you know, weird eldritch things, I guess.
My home is in Chantry. You know that. You rang my doorbell last night.
Wait, did I? Excuse me?
If you say so, it must have been your twin then.
Yeah, I did not go to your doorbell last night, Mariana. That's weird.
I don't know. I didn't kiss you, but you just followed me. Like the others. I don't feel comfortable here, Doctor. I'd like
Maybe
to
that was
leave.
during the weird dream we had with Jaya?
I don't know if I have a twin. Do you have a twin, Doctor?
I do not have a twin. Okay.
I know you don't. It was definitely you, wearing what you're wearing now.
That can't be it. I change my clothes daily. Oh no.
No. There's been no dancing. I haven't been feeling that well, Doctor.
What about Nathan?
He's the cute, sad-looking one, isn't he?
Yeah, I do most
He
of my
asked me
detective
out,
work
and
naked,
I said
yeah.
I'd let him know. Do you think I should go out with him?
It's the way that Poirot does it, so, you know. It's the Belgian way. Should you go out with Nathan? Absolutely not. No.
Doctor, I didn't take you for the jealous type. Are you feeling a bit jealous?
No, I just don't want you murdering my patient.
That answer would have a lot more weight if you stopped coming around my house.
Okay.
You said it with such a serious look on your face, I almost believed you. It would be good if you had some kind of superpower that helped me, but I don't think so.
I think that's all the questions. Okay, so I did want to ask about Jaya, Bryce, Claire, Ellen. Okay. Alright, let's move on to Nathan. Nathan is stuck in a Groundhog's Day time loop. And then sometimes he can break out by, like, burning things that are important to him, because he's a pyromaniac. I guess?
I'm feeling good. I ran into one of your other patients, Mariana. She's beautiful. I think we might go on a date.
Oh, you should absolutely not go on a date with Mariana. That is a bad idea.
I can't really explain it, but she seems like such a friendly person. I think the police are barking up the wrong tree.
Okay. I think he was referred by Kat Roundbeck.
My solicitors assured me that I wouldn't have to discuss anything about my trial with you, so I'm not going to. Concentrate on my state of mind, and let me worry about other things.
Wait. What did he say?
My solicitors assured me that I wouldn't have to discuss
Trial.
anything about my trial with you, so I'm not going to. Concentrate on my state of mind, and let me worry about other things. Alcohol isn't something I usually notice on people until they're slurring and weaving around. Was Dr. Dekker an alcoholic? Probably. I never saw him drink, though.
Yeah, so I'm starting to suspect Bryce very badly in the murder. Bryce is also a weird, creepy pervert with, like, power issues. And he gets off on it. It's gross. Burn. Things.
Temazepam is the same sleeping pill Dr. Dekker prescribed me. Why would he mix those with alcohol? People are such idiots. Which reminds me, that truck driver died.
Truck driver?
The truck driver that ran into Hannah.
Oh.
He was divorced, apparently. He killed himself. He mixed sleeping pills with alcohol, too.
That sucks.
He died in his garage.
How do you know that? Interesting.
I read it in the paper.
Okay.
He'd been drinking. Then he took the sleeping pills. Then he went into his garage and put the hose pipe through his window. Not until he put his daughter in the seat first.
Oh. Oh no.
It's one of those newspaper stories you read and you hope it says he leaves behind his wife and 7-year-old daughter. But his daughter was in the car. Do you know I wrote him a letter?
That's fucked.
Dr. Dekker told me one of the ways to get through my grief would be to write a letter to the truck driver. I tried to forgive him. I know it was my fault. But the thing that made me feel best was blaming him. I think maybe he killed himself because of me. Do you think I'm to blame, Doctor?
You're never to blame for someone else's decisions. No.
His daughter's picture was in the paper. Molly.
It's a shame.
Ever since I saw a picture in the paper, I've started thinking I could see her.
Ooh.
Out of the corner of my eye.
Oh.
Like she's watching me.
Right there. She's right
Crazy,
there.
right?
Do you see her? She's right there. That's Molly. I see her.
Ever since I saw a picture in the paper, I've started thinking I could see her. Out of the corner of my eye. Like she's watching me. Crazy, right?
She's not in the replay. Right. Why would she be watching you?
What are you trying to do most? Cure his patients or find out who killed him?
Both?
Well, at least you're being honest. Do you know that Dr. Dekker thought one of his patients was trying to kill him?
Yeah. Which one?
He told me in one of our sessions, which was later rewound, that someone had been leaving him messages on his prescription pad. Not good messages. He didn't tell me anything specifically. Just death threats. It was one of his many rants. I just sat there quietly, hoping he wasn't going to try and hypnotize me again. I asked him if it was a boy or a girl's handwriting.
How would you know?
He said he knew who it was, and that they'd be in trouble. I think he was bluffing. I don't think he knew who was behind the death threats, or he'd have stopped it.
Interesting.
I think I've probably said too much. It's probably not the same girl anyway. Please do. I wish I could believe you.
Okay, who is Glenn? Have I met this person? I don't know. Who are you?
Sorry, I'm Glenn. I didn't expect to be here. I was looking for the men's room.
Some Scottish guy was looking for the bathroom and wound up on our couch. How did this happen? Okay, why are you here?
Sorry, you're not familiar with my case. I stepped through the restroom door into your office. Sometimes when I go through a door, it opens to another place.
Oh. Cool. What, did you see Dr. Dekker?
Dr. Dekker was crazy. I arrived late to the party. Apparently, he was a fine, upstanding citizen before. I don't know what changed him. Of the few sessions I had with him, he'd observed me walking through doors.
Cool.
I'd walk through a door and I'd disappear. Then I couldn't get back. The session was £150 either way, so I paid that for a couple of times and then decided it was a bad idea. As you can see, it's still happening.
Is it? Can you walk through a door now? No.
No? I shouldn't imagine she did that. I didn't even pass through the waiting room. Besides, it's lunchtime. She won't be there.
What's still happening?
The doors. I'm still vanishing from one place to another.
Okay. Lunch.
No, not really. But it's lunchtime, and you don't normally see patients now. Well, Dr. Dekker didn't normally see patients now. Like I said, I was in the green room. You know, that new restaurant in town.
Oh, yeah. They got good curry.
Actually need to do something.
Yeah.
Done. Sorry. I was in the middle of a date and needed the restroom, and here I am.
Great.
My dad died. He was on his deathbed, and I was complaining about work, women, or whatever. It was an idiom. He said, when one door closes, another opens.
Huh.
Then he died. I
Right
needed
there?
those words to be important.
Oh.
So here I am.
Oh. Poor guy.
He was stoic. He had tuberculosis in his lungs. That's what killed him. Nobody knew until the end. I never got to say I loved him.
Why did nobody know? Stoic. Wait.
Yeah,
This, I guess.
maybe. He'd split with my mum 3 years earlier. It was messy. It was bad. I didn't talk to him really at all. They called me as next of kin, said I should come in if I wanted to say goodbye. I did love him. He just broke everything.
Were you referred? No. Okay. Broke everything.
No. I hadn't seen him for so long. I just let it all out. I screamed, I
I'm
shouted,
sorry, what?
I punched the walls.
This isn't what I thought I was gonna get.
Do you know what he said?
What did he say?
Sorry. Over and over again. Like he really meant it. He did. He really meant it. When I stopped, when I was exhausted,
Why did you? I thought
smiled
you
at
said
me.
he broke everything, not you.
like
Hmm.
like he cherished me. Like he'd been waiting to say sorry. Waiting for forgiveness.
Okay.
I didn't get to. I didn't get to say I loved him. I didn't get to forgive him. He just said when one door closes, another opens. And then he died. What does he think of me?
I think he thinks that your dad loved you.
All those years, thinking I was the bigger man. It turns out he was. There's no going back, is there, Doctor? When one door closes, it's shut forever.
I'm pretty sure you can go back to the bathroom right now, yeah.
How? How do I go back?
Just go back in time. Just forgive yourself,
I think
dummy.
you're probably right. I've been trying to address the symptoms and not the root of the problem. You might be the best replacement doctor this place has seen. I'll book a real appointment next time, and you can help me with this. Thanks, Doctor.
Okay. I'm not gonna do those. Let's talk to Glenn. Oh no, Scarlet. Who are you?
Scarlet.
Great.
I haven't been in since he died.
That doesn't help me.
Since Dr. Dekker died.
Murder. Alright. Ethanol. No. Dr. Dekker.
He was a complicated man, as I suppose most people are. His external persona didn't match what he dreamed about.
What did he dream about?
His dreams were amazing, filled with a spectrum of colours and creatures. It was like Narnia for grown-ups.
Oh.
That was in the beginning.
It was a story about how Christianity is awful and you should revolt against the church? Narnia for grown-ups? Great. And there's a lion, too. Narnia.
I'm a dream walker.
A what?
I can visit people and help them in their dreams.
You're Freddy Krueger?
You've not caught up on all his old patients yet, then?
Excuse me?
It's something I've been able to do since I was little. I
Okay.
was born an identical twin, and my sister and I shared dreams. We just thought it was normal. When our younger brother started having night terrors, we helped him.
That's
I just need to know
creepy.
the person a little and know they're dreaming. Then I can sort of jump into them.
Twin sister. Twin. Brother. Jump into them.
It's something I think in my mind. Firstly, I need to sleep myself. I'm constantly tired, so I can pretty much sleep on demand. Before I go, I think of jumping into that person. That's how it works for me. I've tried teaching others, but I don't know if anyone else can do it.
Teach me.
I don't know. Lots of people.
What?
Whenever I get close enough to tell somebody about it, the first thing they want to do is try it out or have me visit their dreams.
Oh, like how many people have you tried it on?
That's kind of why I'm here. Relationships.
Oh.
It's difficult to sustain them. I'm not just talking about romantic entanglements. It's hard keeping friends, too.
Like I said before, I tell them about my ability and they immediately want to try it out. The problem is, I don't normally like what I see.
What do you see? What I see. Try it out.
I think people try to show off.
Hey, what's up, Jude? JGO.
Firstly, they're a bit shocked if I turn up in their dream.
Oh, God.
But when they're comfortable with that, they start to put on a show.
And then you murder them in the bathtub. Yeah, I know how
But
this
most
goes.
people can't control their dreams, so they tend to turn into nightmares pretty quickly.
Madness is going well. We got 2 new patients.
Oh, look. I'm dreaming of a giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Oh, why is it destroying New York?
Because Ghostbusters? Ghostbusters. Okay. Valentine's Day, right.
Valentine's Day was awful.
I need to ask them about Valentine's.
I had a bit of an accident with a creme brulee torch and had to spend the night waiting in A&E. I melted a nail to my finger. It hurt a lot and needed stitches. It's all fine now, though.
I'm assuming AZ is the emergency room? Melted a nail. To your finger? Oh, from the torch? Weird. Speaking of, actually, before I forget, let's go back to Glenn. Valentine's Day.
Cinema? With a date? Chloe. We watched the late showing of Zoolander 2.
Oh.
I don't recommend it. Or date.
I see. Zoolander 2. Alright, back to Scarlet. Do you know about Zoolander 2? No? Okay. Do you know David? No.
He's dead now, so I suppose it won't affect him if I admit that. So yes, I was. Not near the end, though. Not when his dreams started changing. Like I said, my ability ruins relationships.
What did you see?
Who told you? Jaya.
Did Jaya tell me that?
Just thought she'd know. Thought she'd know everything about her precious Dr. Dekker.
Oh, she was jealous of Jaya.
Sorry.
No.
We didn't speak that much. But she was a lot like the other woman.
Claire?
So much control over someone who was supposed to be her superior.
Other woman? Wait. Mariana? What other woman? Ellen? Who? Anyway, what did Dekker see in his dreams? Okay, this.
Chaotic, dark. Like an earthquake, everything you stood on shifted into something else. I think he was fighting with something internally.
A demon?
He was winning.
An eldritch beast? An old one?
I don't know. It's a turn of phrase. Inner demons? Insanity? I don't know. I can visit dreams, but I can't force the dreamer to interact with me. Fluid. Soft. Intricate things. I couldn't draw a picture if you asked. But they drew you to them.
Bloodborne creatures?
They looked a little strange, but you felt compelled to watch them.
That sounds like what Mariana was explaining, but without the human bodies all over the floor. I would like a picture. Oh. Yes, please draw a picture. Apparently I can't get one. Okay.
When you've experienced someone's dream, if they've been a bit creepy in it or terrified me, it's hard to look someone in the eyes after that. It's embarrassing. What should I do, Doctor? Should I not tell people about my ability? Keep it a secret, bottle it up?
I mean, no, I guess.
I know, right? So if I tell them, what can I do to stop pushing people away?
I mean, you can say no. Right?
So if I could breathe through my ears, you wouldn't want to see it.
No.
I do say no. A lot. But I usually cave eventually. It's difficult to do when you experience them like I do. But I know what you're saying is right. A lot of the time I assume people are controlling their dreams like I can.
Was it Mariana that told us about
Directed
Scarlet
by their
earlier?
subconscious, and who
Is that how
controls
we knew that that Dekker was dating her? I think that might be it.
Double honest. Interesting. I suppose I haven't really tried that. I might just give that a go.
Actually, let me go back and... Dreamwalker. Dreamwalker. Dreams. Okay. Let's go to Jaya, our last person to talk to for today.
I don't want to talk about grief today. I'm getting enough grief from work.
Grief. Let's talk about grief. Work.
I don't know if you know, but Professor Alderby used to be my professor. He teaches history and psychology, amongst other things. I know it's not technically work, but he asked if I would allow him to have the video footage of his sessions with Dr. Dekker. Dr. Dekker wanted to be removed from all of the videos, so it's jump cut up to jump cut,
That's
but I'm
weird.
sure you've already noticed that.
Oh, that's true though, yeah, with the editing.
I didn't think you'd mind, since it wasn't your case anyway. Mostly it's the professor talking about how he viewed reality back then, in so much as he thought it was changeable. There's nothing else to do but watch while things are encoding.
Yeah, encoding videos sucks. It takes so long. Okay. Do you know Scarlet? Okay. Do you know... Did you see Glenn walk in?
Some people would say Dr. Dekker had a bit of a drinking problem. It got worse and then it got better when his confidence turned up. I think it was the stress of dealing with the new patients. I like the odd tipple.
Tipple.
I've been known to drink, not as
Third wall
much at the
breaking?
moment, not as much as Dr. Dekker did. He kept at
They've had
least
something
one
kinda
bottle in his desk
similar
drawer
to
at all
fourth wall
times.
breaking, but
You
not
can't
really.
imagine the amount of times I wanted to
I don't know
sneak in
where
and
this is
have
going.
some.
It's an interesting story so far. What about the referrals? Loan? Loan. Does she know about Hackett and Brown? Okay. David? I don't know what's weird about these. I honestly have no idea what is weird about these. Okay. I'm gonna ask about the other patients. Nothing. How is reality changing?
Psychokinetics, remember? Cult
Yeah.
of the Kinetic Mind? Professor Alderby said it was recommended reading to help psychiatrists in their frontline battle with insanity, he likes to call it.
Oh, did you ever take temazepam? Sleeping pills.
I don't take sleeping tablets, never have. I'm not allowed to prescribe either. Dr. Dekker had me try to forge his signature once, but I was woeful. Dr. Dekker wanted me to try and forge his signature to make sure that I couldn't.
Because he suspected Bryce, who forged his signature. I'm very much thinking Bryce killed him now at this point. And I think they put sleeping pills in his bottle that was in his desk that Bryce knew about.
I suppose it's possible that somebody spiked his drink.
Yeah,
Most
yeah.
people probably knew he had a bottle in his desk.
Only Bryce
Wouldn't
knew.
have been
And
that
you.
hard to empty out some capsules into
It
it.
could still be Jaya,
Maybe the
though.
police should get fingerprints.
Could still be Jaya, though. You might be lying. Okay. Yes.
I'll go and suggest it. Make sure nobody touches the bottle in the meantime. Professor Alderby saw the relationship between psychiatrist and patient as a winnable battle. The patient must be cured by removing their psychokinetic ability, if present, either by telling them it doesn't exist or by using another psychokinetic ability to negate it. It's a long time ago, I can't remember all of it. There was a specific example.
Example?
If someone tells you they can fly, you tell them you control air currents and that from now on they won't be allowed to use them. This would normally stimulate the brain in such a way that the patient stopped thinking they could fly. The main danger as the therapist is believing that you can control air currents.
Oh.
The danger of pretending you have psychokinetic abilities is that you may start believing you have them and then have them. It's the paradox of the cure. Dr. Dekker loved paradoxes. His favorite was the grandfather paradox.
Grandfather paradox.
If you can travel back in time and kill your grandfather, then you cannot be born. But if you cannot be born, then you cannot kill your grandfather. It's a time traveler's chicken and egg, if you will.
Okay. Why did he want to be removed?
I have
from
no
the videos?
idea. Maybe he was an undercover secret agent. Maybe he was getting more annoying as time progressed. You're not, though. You're lovely.
Oh, thanks.
Is this a good time to ask for a raise?
You can have a raise.
Wow. I was kidding, but thank you, Doctor. I'll take that as a yes. And don't worry, I'll sort it all out.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so I want to ask about that weird dream I had. Dream walking. What the fuck was that dream last night? Jaya, what the fuck? Okay.
Dr. Dekker definitely dabbled in that stuff. I'm not sure to what extent. I I like Professor
What about
Alderby.
Alderby?
He turned me onto that book I've been raving about.
About psychokinetic abilities? Weird.
The Cult of the Kinetic Mind.
Yeah.
I should start selling them myself.
But you should not, because that's how you become a Scientologist.
Dr. Dekker told me he was adopted. His birth mother only turned up 5 years ago because she wanted money for her experimental cancer treatment. I'm
Oh,
not
that's
sure how
why
much
Dekker
it
didn't
cost
care
or
about
even
her.
if he had the
Okay.
money, but he didn't do it, and she became one mean mother.
Okay. Ellen didn't mention any of that.
He said she started out with the normal passive-aggressive guilt trips and then escalated into bricks through windows and cutting brake cables. Well,
Excuse
he
me?
got a restraining order after that and never wanted to see her again. When I visited her in hospital on his behalf, do you
Right,
know
'cause you
what
did
her
visit the
story
hospital.
was?
What was her story?
She told me he was never adopted. He was just very ungrateful and clearly, using her own words, had lost his mind. I say never get involved in family feuds, especially if they're not your family.
Okay. What was the doll's name again?
I'm keeping her safe until I can pass her on to Hilda's daughter. Maybe she'll...
Oh, Hilda's not the... Anyway, that's a different
There's a lot of
person.
stress in here. We're dealing with people's lives. How do you relax, Doctor?
I play video games on the internet for nerds. Removed from videos. Okay. I relax playing games.
I love video games.
Yo, gamers,
I
rise
just
up.
wish they'd make ones with
Except don't rise
stronger
up.
female protagonists. Sorry,
Right?
I'd settle for any female protagonists.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I bet you like dance music. I don't know why.
Is it Mariana?
I love food. It will be my downfall. Stress eating is the worst. Mariana thought I played hockey. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
Ah. I think she meant mouth hockey, which is different, but you know what? Well, it's close enough. We already talked about that. That was spiking the bottle, not... Okay, I think I'm out of questions. Oh no, here we go. I could screw with Glynn some more and tell him to go back in time. That's a bad idea. Yeah, I'm out of questions. All right, let's continue.
You said you'd help me with my problem, but he's still here.
He's still here? Who is still here?
Dr. Dekker. He wants me to kill people.
What about Nathan? Why does Dr. Dekker want you to kill people?
He wants them to follow me to the sea, to the creature.
But Dr. Dekker is dead. Creature.
It eats them.
I knew that!
It's getting stronger. Dr. Dekker says when it's strong enough, it's going to walk again.
Yummy, yummy.
That's why I black out.
Walk again. Black out.
He doesn't want me to know.
That he eats
He
them?
doesn't want me to remember.
Oh.
I'm feeding a beast that wants to eat us all. You've got to tell me, Doctor.
Huh?
You have got to tell me the truth.
The truth.
You're dreaming, but your dreams are the truth. Don't forget me when you wake. I don't know how I'm in your dream, but now we're together. Let's play a game.
Wait, wasn't Jaya also in my dream? Did Scarlet teach you how to dream walk?
How clever of you,
Because
darling.
Scarlet taught a bunch of people how to dream
Yes,
walk.
Scarlet taught me how to walk in people's dreams. So what are you thinking? That I killed Dr. Dekker?
No, you did not kill Dr. Dekker. It was Bryce.
So smooth, Doctor. I almost believe you.
What game? It's called Connect 4, Doctor. Place your checker in this board.
I say a word. You say a word. Ready? Guilty.
Innocent.
Murderer.
The friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Healer? No. Friend. No. What the hell does it want? Oh, murderer! Oh! Claire is clear. I mean, you're a murderer too, Mariana. Let's be fair. You're feeding them things. Claire literally murdered someone, though, so... you're just feeding an eldritch beast. How bad is that?
That's a good doctor. Now, just give me those 3 little words, and I'll let you go.
No. The big breakfast. I know what word she wants, but I'm not gonna... whatever.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Oh no.
You rang my doorbell.
The truck driver
The little girl.
killed himself.
David is weird.
Like she's watching me.
I need to put David
Molly.
out of his misery.
Is it okay to steal things?
Sleeping tablets.
Fingerprints?
Dead bodies.
I saw Jessica.
Should I kill David?
Hilda died last night.
Do you think I should tell her about
Psychokinetics?
the photos?
Dr. Dekker seemed to like a drink.
Bit of a drinking problem.
It's probably the same for Jaya.
One of his patients was trying to kill him,
He lent me some money.
leaving him messages.
Creature, human flesh.
I'd teleported.
Do you have that dream, Doctor?
Whoa.
Oh! Oh, Doctor. You look...
Pale?
There's something I need to tell you. I can't find Dr. Dekker's prescription pad anywhere. I'm not sure when it went missing, but I don't remember seeing it for a while. Yours is there, but I'm scared one of the patients may have got their hands on it. Let me know if you find it, anyway, and ask me about Mariana later. I've got news.
Oh. Yeah, the police were looking for Mariana. Let's go straight to her. Mariana.
I've been reviewing your files. I know, I'm sorry, a bit naughty, but have you considered that Mariana may have murdered Dr. Dekker because of the money she owed him?
Yes.
She had most to gain. She got all the money if he died, and it makes most sense, doesn't it?
Not with the toxicology report, though. Jaya, no. No, it doesn't make sense. You're ridiculous.
I'm worried about you, Doctor. You seem quiet, and, well, it's just your fingerprints on the bottle.
Wait, what?
Maybe you touched it by accident?
My fingerprints were on
You
the bottle?
didn't know him,
What?
did you?
Why would my fingerprints... Excuse me?
Then why are your fingerprints on his vodka bottle? No, don't answer that. Oh, the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker. Who hasn't it touched?
The name
I'm
of the
so worried.
game. They did it. Title drop.
You just seem a little different from the person who turned up all those weeks ago. You don't talk to me as much as you did. You flitter between patients in a daydream. Tell me what things are bothering you.
What is bothering me? I don't know. Murder. Creature. Dream walking. Ariana?
Who measures sanity or insanity? One man's philosopher is another man's fool. I'm keeping an eye on you. I won't let you go crazy.
You're not my real mom. Do what I want.
I think I'm okay with the grief now. My mother died suddenly, and I think I was projecting Dr. Dekker's death to be about her. I know they're not related.
Who was your mother? Is it Hilda?
My mother died suddenly, like Dr. Dekker. For her, though, it was different. She burst into flames. I was 7. They said she must have been smoking and drinking on the sofa, but she doesn't smoke or drink. Professor Alderby said it was spontaneous combustion. According to Professor Alderby, people can will themselves to die. Some people will have heart attacks, some people will have strokes. Those who are truly despondent, they're the rare few that spontaneously combust. I'm not sure if I believe in all of that. Dr. Dekker's prescription pad is still missing. I'll let you know if it turns up.
Okay. I think Bryce stole it.
Your patients will always be a bother, but you're caring for people. We do still care, don't we, Doctor?
Yeah.
In a few weeks' time, there'll be a whole new bunch of faces with a whole new bunch of quirks.
My Hero Academia.
Let's not have a whole new doctor, shall we?
One for all. Oh yeah, there were death threats on his pad.
I didn't know anything about that. If I have any grievances with my employer, I spit in their coffee. I hope that's how you like it.
Oh? Excuse me.
Don't become like Dr. Dekker. I think that somebody killed him because he was using them. There's some footage I can't show you because it would affect you too much. Suffice to say, when Mariana told him she could breathe underwater, he wanted the same power for himself. So instead of trying to cure her of it, he'd try and amplify it to see how it worked, so he could imagine it for himself. I think he did that with all his special patients.
I also think that.
I think he wanted all of their powers. If you believe in that sort of thing.
Shit, it is. All for one. Fuck, this is just My Hero Academia. Oh no. Jeez.
Any patient who presented with psychokinetic issues, they were his special patients. Towards the end, he began ignoring all the other cases. Most of the patients saw it as a curse, what they were experiencing, what they were unwittingly doing. Dr. Dekker saw it as an ability, a power to be harnessed and used for, well, God knows what he was going to use it all for. So he made them give in to it, and it consumed them, consumed all of them. Whether you believe any of that or not is your choice, but they did, which made them angry. And that's why I think he was murdered by a patient.
Do you think Cthulhu is real?
A fictional space god that's resting at the bottom of the Atlantic. It's not likely, is it? Or maybe you think it is. Have you spoke to Mariana today?
No, because she's weird as shit.
It's not your job to find out who the murderer is. It's the police. You can only point them in the right direction. Murder is a means to an end. There's a lot more going on here you should be thinking about.
Okay, I'm gonna save Mariana for last. Let's go talk to Bryce. How are you?
I'm not feeling very well. I tried to sleep through the midnight hour, and I slept for 8 hours. When I woke up, it was looking at me.
Dad?
That thing was looking at me.
Oh.
Time was still frozen.
Cool.
I can't escape it. I'm doomed.
Have you tried murdering? Anyway, yeah, prescription pad.
I didn't steal Dekker's pad. I didn't have to. If I wanted to use it, I could just teleport in here and steal a sheet. Why take the whole pad? Why be that obvious?
Because you're a weird little creep? Duh.
I waved back at Jessica yesterday, and she smiled. It was bigger than normal. I think we may have made a connection, Doctor.
Ugh.
The photos I have of her, I think I'm going to destroy them.
Good.
They're my problem, not hers. It knows what I did with Dr. Dekker. It's been taunting me.
What did you do with Dr. Dekker?
It wanted me to follow it, so I did. It brought me here, Doctor.
Uh-huh.
Here.
And then you murdered him?
It thinks I killed Dr. Dekker. I'm sure of it.
Because you did.
I took his body. It was me. I took it from the coffin because I didn't want him put in the ground. I don't know what I was going to do with him. I just didn't think burial would be enough. Maybe I would cremate him. But the body disappeared. If only he'd been cremated like you will be.
Excuse me?
I have a private tool shed at the graveyard. I moved his body in there before the burial. But when I came back, he'd gone. It was locked and he'd gone. How did that happen, Doctor? How did Dekker do that?
Teleport. Dekker teleported.
It's not out of the question to think that Dr. Dekker teleported himself out of the tool shed. If I can do it, he probably can. That's the kind of thing I've been thinking. But the thing that's been following me, it can teleport too. I think the thing might be Dekker. Is the thing Dekker?
Well, I mean, any of us could be the thing.
And so it is. You worried me then, Doctor. I thought you were starting to believe in the unbelievable too. If someone else moved Dekker, they'd had to have picked the lock, moved the body, and then locked up again. Why go to the trouble of locking up again?
Because?
Perhaps. It had crossed my mind that Dr. Dekker perhaps resurrected
Maybe Claire
himself.
resurrected him.
Maybe he
It was
wasn't
the
dead.
lock-picking lawyer.
Just
It was an
sleeping.
unpickable lock. My god. It took all of 8 seconds to pick.
I teleported back into the art gallery after our session, in the midnight hour. I replaced the painting, so I haven't stolen anything for a long time now. Perhaps a cheeky borrow best describes it. I've tried to avoid my extra hour. I tried to sleep through it. I did try one thing. I spied on you, Doctor.
Oh, cool, thank you.
You have a strangeness, don't you?
Wow. Bryce is a little creep.
You live in the same house as Dr. Dekker.
Do I?
I spied on him several times, so I know the house very well. You kept it almost entirely the same.
Am I Dr. Dekker?
Why did you live in the same house as Dr. Dekker? Is it a perk? Or you, Dr. Dekker?
I can shapeshift. Shapeshifting. I am Dr. Dekker. Am I Doctor? I don't... No, the house is a perk.
I thought it might be a perk. I'm sorry I spied on you. I was just getting worried that you weren't who you said you were. Just some mannerisms, strangeness. It's good you've adopted his dog, though. I'm not sure many people would have done.
I'm sorry, what? Okay, that is a little weird.
Well, kudos to whoever had the guts to do that. Wasn't me. What did they say? You've piqued my interest now.
Are you lying about the death threats? I don't know what they said.
The thing that's following me, it doesn't have a face. I saw it close up when it was standing over me. It has no face, no eyes, no mouth, no nothing. Inside its hood is just space.
It's from the
Just a
hit
black
video
hole.
game for the PlayStation 1, Grand Stream Saga. There's no face! My god.
I tried to sleep through my extra hour. I didn't want to face it. That thing has been taunting me. I wish I was still religious. When something is chasing you, you start wishing that there was a higher power that could save you.
Like Cthulhu?
I remember you agreeing with me that there are too many religions. But I wish there was only one, and one that I could believe in.
Cthulhu? Have you considered in the old ones? Okay. Let's talk to Claire again. Did you kill David again?
With an axe.
Oh, good!
I got him to put his head on the wood block.
Great.
He didn't really know what he was doing. He trusted me. I cut off his head. When I picked it up, he was smiling. Probably a muscle spasm.
And how did that make you feel? Oh.
I'm fine. I killed David. Again. Like you told me to.
Yeah. Good. What about Anushka?
Anushka's fine, I would imagine. Her father came over to talk about the missing cat. It would have been an easier conversation had I not been splattered in blood and sweating like a milkmaid.
Oh.
It seemed like he wanted to give me a piece of his mind, but when he saw the state I was in, he fled. There were no police that turned up. I suspect I've got away with it, at least this second time. Now all that's left is for you to write up my diagnosis.
Oh yeah,
That
criminally
I'm not
insane.
sound of mind. That I wasn't sound of mind when I killed David. It's up to you whether you want to mention any of our other conversations. I'm happy either way.
What about the
I
prescription
never
pad?
saw Dr. Dekker's prescription pad. I imagine he kept it hidden away. To stop people stealing it?
What about death threats?
I've already told you, I never saw his prescription pad, so of course I didn't write any death threats. It sounds like someone is trying to frame me. Who's trying to frame me, Doctor?
Mariana.
I don't really know the girl, but I did buy out her loan from Dr. Dekker.
I'm sorry?
I mainly did it to shut him up about it. But can you imagine having him as a creditor? That poor girl. I hope it didn't accrue anything more than interest.
Well, there was no interest. You bought out the loan? Excuse me?
Oh, the continuing saga of Dr. Dekker. After he'd seen David and done his due diligence, he came up with an offer I couldn't refuse. Remember? The one I told you about when we first met.
What was the offer again?
Dr. Dekker wanted me to reanimate him. He said he would kill David unless I agreed.
Did you reanimate him?
He called me on Valentine's night. He promised to use a disposable phone so there would be no trace. I was supposed to come here, where I would find him dead, and then reanimate him. I agreed immediately. It seems that Dr. Dekker went through with his half of the agreement. But I forgot to turn up.
Okay.
Doctor, did I tell you about that time that I used the power of my mind to bring my husband back to life? I can't imagine what I'd do to the psychiatrist that double-crossed me. But I'm sure it would be fun. For me, at least. Yes. Dr. Dekker threatened to kill David. That terrified me at the time. I still had hope that David would recover.
Here is your diagnosis. Talk to Ellen.
I'm good. I feel better. Last session, that was all negative. I don't want to be like that. I made you something. A little thank you for being so nice.
Aww.
They're cookies.
Oh, cookies. Did you teach Dr. Dekker how to shapeshift? Damn it. Ooh, cookies.
The usual stuff. Flour, sugar, butter, chocolate chips, and my special ingredient. A little herbalist magic to give you some pep.
Is it weed?
You look like you need it.
Is it weed? Oh, you shouldn't have.
You can put herbal remedies in food. The effect's more subtle, but it does work.
What did you put in the cookie? Right, death threats.
Someone was sending Dr. Dekker death threats. Had no idea. You never said anything to me about it. What about the prescription pad?
Do you have the prescription pad?
Yes, I took it. I had to.
Why did you have to?
Dr. Dekker told me he could use it to take away my gift.
Okay.
Maybe he was just winding me up, I don't know. But he said that he could write a prescription and whatever he wrote on it would be true. Like he could write, Elin can no longer shift. And that would be it. I wouldn't be able to shift anymore.
Correct. That is what Jaya was saying.
I'm a happy person. And really, what's the point of being miserable? It doesn't matter what's going on at work or anything. Happy is the only goal.
I
Max
disagree.
told me that. I think some footballer might have said it.
Who's Max?
I told you about Max, right? Didn't I mention him before?
Did you? Okay, 1 second. Elin has the prescription pad. Elin took the pad. Fucking. Okay, what do you want? Nothing? Alright. Never mind!
Yes, but you don't know the whole story. Max is 77.
Excuse me?
He was one of my patients. I thought he was dying, so I shifted for him.
Ugh.
Became an old sweetheart of his, apparently. Only Max didn't die. He actually got better somehow. And then he came and asked me to do it again.
Okay.
Eleanor, her name was, or is. Like I say, he doesn't even know where she is now. But she obviously still loves him. When I shifted, I felt all fluttery and excited.
She keeps bringing
It's
up
so
very,
sweet, isn't it?
very bad morality situations with her apparent ability, and I hate it. It is not sweet at all. You are a creepy fucker. Ugh.
Yes, Max and Eleanor had dinner on Valentine's Day. I felt a bit weird when he asked me, but he said he just wanted to have one more date with her and then he wouldn't ask me again. And to be fair, he was a perfect gentleman. I mean, I didn't want to have that conversation. The I don't sleep with 77-year-old men conversation, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the present.
You're very welcome.
I will throw these away later.
I suppose he was just trying to cure me. I mean, I thought he believed that I could shift, but maybe he didn't. Maybe he was just humoring me the whole time. I don't know why Max didn't die. It usually works.
I'm sorry, what usually works?
I just mean when I shift. They see their loved one and say what they have to say, and then there's nothing stopping them from moving on. Why? What did you think I meant?
That you killed them? Weirdo?
Thing is, because Max didn't die, he saw me change back after I let go of his hand. There wasn't anything I could do about it. I could never hurt anyone. You have to believe me, Doctor.
Nathan. I don't really need to ask him about the pad, because I already know who has the pad. Death threats? How are you?
I think you know who killed Dr. Dekker, so you're gonna have a good day. Could we talk a bit about hypnotism, though? I've heard you can plant key words in people when they're hypnotized. How would I know if I had any? I think that the hypnotism didn't take, but maybe Dr. Dekker did hypnotize me, and it did work, and he told me to think that it didn't. I think I found one of the key words.
Is the key word butts?
I can't say what it is. I don't want to trigger it. I was on the phone to my dad last night, and he said something, and boom, I fell asleep. Normally I wish that kind of thing would happen, but it just happened. I phoned him back, I thought it was seconds, but it was an hour later. I asked him what he'd said. He'd watched some NASA program. He was reading off planets. It was one of them.
Oh, Jupiter?
I don't want it to be triggered.
Saturn? Oh! Excuse me? Where's it going? Uh-oh. What happened? Sure.
So he did plant me with something. I have absolutely no idea. Did you find out what the key word is? What is it? No. Don't say it. Write it down for me. And thank you. You know, there's something I've not been telling you.
Uh-huh. What have you not been telling me?
It's about time travel.
Excuse me? Like that thing that other guy was saying you could do with doors?
I read a book about time travel. I thought what was happening to me was a type of time travel. I couldn't control it, but at the end of each day, I would travel back in time to the beginning and live it over again. I'm like Doctor Who, but I don't have a TARDIS, and I can't choose what time I go to. Except once.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor said she was legally still alive.
Oh.
The only thing they could do was starve her.
Oh.
Hannah didn't die in the accident the first time around. It was worse than death. She wouldn't have wanted that. I was looking at a photo from around the time of the accident. I had a lot of alcohol, which I think was probably necessary. I jumped back to the junction. I started pulling out, but the lorry was already on us. I drove into the lorry to make sure. I didn't wake up in hospital. Because I woke up the next day, present day. Things had changed.
Interesting.
This might feel like the darkest timeline, but it's not my darkest timeline. I didn't kill Dr. Dekker. I'd look at one of your other patients, or maybe even your assistant.
I was kind of suspecting Jaya, because that's like the hack answer. And then I was thinking Bryce, but the way Bryce is talking, I'm like, starting to throw some doubt in my mind. Why would you take the whole sheet instead of just one at a time? And the answer is because Ellen took it. But that still leads me to think Bryce killed him because of the alcohol in his system. And Mariana's just booked. I don't know what's up with her.
I'm at peace with Hannah now.
I still think it's
I can
Bryce.
save her. And I'll keep trying, but I must move forward. I did kind of ask you not to talk about this anymore, but I suppose you're not taking notes. His prescription pad's missing. The one with all the death threats on it. Do you think the murderer took it to cover their tracks?
Oh, I didn't even consider that. Ellen could have taken it because of that reason. Although it seemed... her response seemed genuine, though. Think about it. I still think it's Bryce.
I suppose it could be a coincidence, but I'm guessing whoever murdered Dr. Dekker stole his prescription pad. Her obituary changed in the press clippings I kept. It said she was killed instantly. Nothing else changed. Her family seemed to hate me more, which is ironic because the first time around, they pulled her off life support. So I saved them the indignity. Now they just think it was my careless driving that caused her death. Things have been interesting. Thanks to Mariana.
Interesting, huh?
We went on a date. Well, sort of. She texted me this bar she was going to, and I just turned up.
It's a bad idea.
She can dance. I was transfixed most of the night.
Yeah, that's
Next
bad.
thing I know, I'm lying in my bed, at home. The room's spinning. The day moved forward. In fact, every night I go and watch Mariana dance, the day moves forward. Do you think Mariana likes me?
No.
So what you're trying to say is that Mariana is just using me and has no interest in me romantically whatsoever.
Correct.
Thanks. That helps my self-esteem.
Yeah, no problem, Nathan. Saving your life, bud. Pluto.
Pluto's not a planet, is it? And why are you even trying?
Oh yeah, Pluto's not a planet. Well, we already figured out it's Saturn. Okay, so next question. Saturn. Ellen, can I have the prescription pad? Give me the pad. I want to see the prescription pad to see the death threats that are on it. Are you covering up murder? Shit. Okay,
Why would someone steal Dr. Dekker's prescription pad? I didn't even know he had one.
Yeah, okay.
I prefer actions over words, Doctor. You know that. Wow. That's a low blow, Doctor. And after all our sessions, I'm not a thief. Even the loan, that was just unfortunate.
Did you know that Claire bought the loan?
She's the woman that took over the loan I had with Dr. Dekker.
Correct.
Dr. Dekker asked for his loan back after diagnosing me as sane.
Oh.
In his opinion, my blackouts and everything else were fictional. He had no proof, of course, either way, or I'd be cured, but he asked for his money back, and I didn't have it.
So this is why they're pinning the murder on you. Okay. How are you?
I'm fine, Doctor. I went to the beach, swam under the sea, and returned to tell the tale. No blackouts. Nothing.
Are you lying about the blackouts?
Like I said, I've been fine.
The way she was fiddling with her hair made me think she was lying.
I
Dreams.
don't dream, Doctor. I haven't dreamed for years now.
That's not true, because you were in my dream last night. But not in that way, though. Ah, jeez. Ah, beans. You're lying.
Yeah. I did say that was a dream, didn't I? Is it easier to swallow, knowing it's the truth?
Yes, I guess.
The truth is, I'm not like you, Doctor. Or anyone else. I can swim to the bottom of the ocean for hours.
It's the guilds.
And people follow me. Even if it's the last thing they do. People follow me into the sea. I don't force them, they just follow to see the creature.
Okay. Can I see the creature? That'd be cool.
I'm not sure what you'd call it. A wisp? A star?
An old one?
It's so bright and warm and loving. I don't know why it leaves me. It only wants the others.
Hmm?
It feeds on them.
Yep. Knew that. You know about Saturn? Okay,
When I look down, I black out. But if I can just keep looking forward, no blackouts. I can just swim back to the top when it's finished. You really want to know?
yes?
If I look down, it's writhing, just limbs of people from the clubs and the bars. Not just from this week, but last week, last month, last year. They all look terrified, but somehow still alive. The creature. It's all inside them, poking holes through them that they shouldn't have. It just eats them. Slowly. The missing people. That's where they go. I
I don't know I'm doing it. I swear I don't, Doctor. The creature. I hear it. It's hungry. Nobody can know. It's our secret. I can't explain what happened with John. He followed me back from the bar that night and swam with me under the ocean. I blacked out.
Mm-hmm.
He'd gone.
What about your dates with Nathan? Okay. Nathan, clearly I'm taking notes. That's funny. Who's John?
You must have read about John in the news. He was a local student who went missing. He was a looker. And he had a way with words, but he was also a cheat. The creature liked eating him a lot. But I can't explain what happened next.
What happened next?
I left him to be eaten. And the next morning, he turns up in my bed at my house. He's not wet at all. No signs he's been in the sea, but he has holes in him. Lots of holes. His inside is on the outside. Just
This is very Junji
ball
Ito.
of tangled worms.
Just body horror,
And now
grossness.
they're blaming me, but
So this is why the police
you
were
knew that,
involved.
Doctor,
Right.
didn't you? That's why I'm here.
Right, that was the whole point of the case. This is because of the chart token and Ba. Murder. Right, okay.
They think I killed John. John and some others. They need to know whether I'm insane or not.
The police.
My lawyer. He says I'm insane, but that he needs you to rubber stamp it. Do you think I'm insane, Doctor?
Why, certainly.
Thank you, Doctor.
Now she can
That's
get away
all
with
I ever
murder
needed
forever.
to hear you say.
We did it.
No, the creature killed John. It's our secret. What will you tell people, that I'm feeding people to a creature at the bottom of the ocean? What proof do you have? You can't tell on me. You know what you do to me
I'm sorry, what?
when you visit.
I'm sorry, what?
I let you do it because sometimes I'm ashamed of
I'm
what
sorry,
I've
what?
done. You make me feel like I deserve it.
Ugh.
Why would I do that? Dr. Dekker transferred our loan agreement to Claire at Castle.
Yeah, I also
She
believe
bought him
that she
out.
did not kill Dr. Dekker.
I owe her the money now.
We know that Claire took over the loan, because we talked to Claire about that already.
I don't know why she did it, but Dr. Dekker got repaid, and now my agreement is with Claire. You should ask her.
Which we already did. Okay.
You get inside me, Doctor,
Oh no.
and it hurts.
Oh no.
And you don't care.
Oh, this sucks. Okay, are we done with conversation?
You're a naughty one, Doctor. You know you visited my home. Why do you keep denying it?
Wouldn't I have to be in... I did not.
Don't you remember? That's a shame. You had fun. If you can't remember, I'm certainly not going to enlighten you.
God, this line of questioning keeps going. Alright, I believe we are... almost done.
I didn't have time. I jumped back to the split second the accident happened. The truck was already on us. I swerved left the first time, so I tried right. If I could have saved her, I would have done. I didn't want her to die. I haven't been lying. As far as everyone's concerned, she died.
Oops, sorry.
I haven't been lying. As far as everyone's concerned, she died in that car accident. Instantly.
Interesting. Anybody else I can ask stuff for, or are we done here? Okay. Let's move on. I'm going to accuse Bryce of doing the murder. I think Bryce did it. That's the most likely
Dr. Dekker
suspect.
deserved to die. I'm not saying I did such a thing. Not something that I would confess to now whilst being recorded. But I'm happy to reaffirm that his death was necessary. Well, more than death, really. If I only knew where his body had gone. Now I can't be sure. I can't be sure that he's absolutely dead.
Right?
The girl
That
chained
worried
in his
me too.
basement. She'd most definitely have killed him given half the chance. I suppose if I teleported into his office one night to write myself a prescription and had run into Dr. Dekker himself, that I might have killed him then and there with the nearest available weapon.
Correct.
And in doing so, would be accoladed as the hero, not the villain that you're making me out to be.
Uh-huh.
But we shall see, Doctor. We shall see. Good luck catching a man who can teleport when he wants to, though. Or maybe you don't think that I can.
Editing. They got me. I did it! I'm a legend! Yes! Yeah, Bryce was super suspicious. That is not an accurate quote, by the way. Anyways.
She told me that she's killing people, and now I'm stuck in the same day. Can you imagine? Every day she greets me like we're so in love. I know what she's done. I know what she's going to say to me later in the evening. It's over. I can't be with her.
Yeah, I told you not to go out with Mariana because she's a murderer.
Part of me likes it repeating. It's normal.
I'm not really sure what you'd call it. Mutually assured delusions? I think Dr. Dekker was projecting his weird fantasies on me, and it was just going to be easier to go along with it. To participate. I feel much better now I know I didn't hurt anyone. I didn't hurt anyone. Did I?
Well, I mean, all the
Terry's
people you
been
brought to their
promoted
death,
to night
but...
sister. She hadn't been in, and I thought she was off sick, but apparently she was on a course. So she's my new boss now. I've already started looking for other jobs. It's no secret Terry hates me. But, you know, got to be positive about it.
Yeah, you don't have to be
a completely
positive.
fresh start. There's a job on the children's ward I'm going to go for.
There's no need to go
Oh, I don't
gold
like
bound. I understand. David died when I stabbed him, and everything else since, everything else that's happened, that was all me. David, Anushka's father, Iris. What's next for me, Doctor? How do we cure what I have? By all accounts, and thanks to a very unfriendly jury, it seems like we're going to have quite a lot of time to figure that out.
What I want to know is how did you know which patient was the murderer? I mean, they all lied to you, didn't they? I'm just glad it's business as usual around here and I'm not having to look for another doctor again. It's embarrassing. Dr.
They did
Dekker
lie,
almost
but
caught me
the
writing
toxicology
advert for his
report is what
replacement.
tipped me off, so... Ha! Paying attention to small details.
The curse continues at Dr. Dekker's psychiatry practice, where another physician has been murdered by a patient.
They murdered me?
Found by night cleaning staff, Dr. Dekker's replacement was pinned to the chair with a paper spike, in what police are describing as a copycat murder. Jaya. You're supposed to be looking after them. How many more do we have to go through before you get a good one?
Dang, I died. Rest in peace. Alright. That's the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. We did it. Seems really interesting. There's a lot going on. All the stories are really neat. There's a lot of video footage. And I feel like most of the acting is pretty good. They're also just like creepy situations. And I feel like if you were really paying attention, it was not too difficult to figure out the murderer. So, nice. Good game. The studio makes a bunch of FMV games. They also did The Shapeshifting Detective, which makes sense. That was not a lucky guess, by the way. I was pretty sure that was correct. I guess it was called Lucky Guess because I didn't have definitive proof. Maybe that's also why I died. I needed to somehow write a prescription for him saying you cannot teleport before I, accused him, I guess. But that's okay. That means that we'll be setting up a different game to replace this one on the docket. And that'll be it for tonight. Let me go ahead and find someone to host. Thanks for hanging out. While you were watching this, you missed that Will Smith apparently he punched Chris Rock at the Oscars. Oh, man. You solve it without accusing any innocent people. Solved it in one. Neat. Youthulu. You can go really deep if you want. Oh, yeah. So, lucky guess means you got it on the first try. Nice. And if you play through multiple times, you can also... Or, I guess, if you accuse people, maybe it gives you a chance to accuse someone else? Interesting. Okay. Special keyword, share. Excuse me?